Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another custom tactic to review today. It is going to be from Tom Stokes. If you guys remember, last year, I can't remember exactly what formation it was. It might have been the 4-1-2-2 as well, where we reviewed it for Tom Stokes. And it was absolutely incredible. Like, it was really, really good in game. It was a formation that I actually ended up using quite a bit because of how nicely formatted it was, right? Like, here's the thing about this formation, right? And why I haven't done it in a while. The problem with this formation is that in the past, you would have to have an attacking and defensive oriented card, right? In the center mid position. So it'd have to be someone similar to someone like Renato Sanchez or Valverde for the formation to move to the best of its capability. Now it's a little bit differently because with Tom Stokes' tactics, he has one of the center mids to be the more attacking oriented card, which is really good because in game, guys, you always want to be able to have the ability to switch between different formations depending on the situation of the game, right? So this 4-1-2-2 is 100% the best one that I've used so far. Last year, it was the same thing when we reviewed his, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was a 4-1-2-2 as well. So the way that the tactic is lined up in game, guys, is set up like this, right? So we have the 4-1-2-2 like this, right? So 35 for width in defensive style, right? With balanced. We have 72 for depth. I think the pro players put the depth around that area for like the auto offside trap. I could be wrong because I was using this formation for a little bit and I was using the offside trap myself. I would not recommend doing the offside trap yourself unless you are picking really good areas to defend against, because obviously people kind of go for those law passes and through balls as much as possible, right? So got to be very careful of that because 72 depth by default will put some good pressure tactics when you kind of lose possession of the ball in certain areas of the pitch, right? You notice it a lot with the fullbacks because of the way that their instructions are set up, right? Offense is going to be on balance, direct passing. Direct passing is just hugely meta in the new gen version of the game. Honestly, players most of the times don't move well without it, right? Like, it's because of the park the bus tactic, right? So because people are parking the bus like crazy, you always need your players to be positioned a certain way where they are always going to be offering space and making certain runs whenever you need it, okay? 45 for width, 4 for players in the box. He puts 2 and 3. I put 1 and 1 because I don't like counterattacks. You guys know me, right? Instructions for the team, right? So this instructions for the team is that both of the fullbacks are going to be on overlap, right? So you have to be mindful of that when you're using that in game. The goalkeeper, he doesn't have instructions on, but I usually myself like to use comes for crosses, sweeper, keeper. It usually ends up working out really nicely for me when it comes to the goalkeepers. The CDM you want to have on stay back while attacking cover center. Your box to box center mid you want to have on stay back while attacking cover center, and that will go for either or when it comes to the center mid area. So in Tom Stokes' case, from the TikTok video that I saw, he has Mbappe in the right center mid position. So Mbappe is actually going to be the balanced player there, right? So you can see that Phil Foden in my case is the balanced player. The only reason why this works is because the rest of the team is consistent when it comes to instructions, right? So you're going to see that the cam is on comeback and defense, and then you have both of your strikers on stay central, get in behind, right? So there's no instruction at the top that's going to heavily influence the way that your two center mids move. Because sometimes what people do is that when they give a balanced instruction on the left side, it's because their left striker is formatted a certain way in regards to instructions. But obviously in Tom Stokes' case, it doesn't do that, right? So because both of them are consistent with how it's kind of lined up in game, right? So we have the almost Portuguese team. You guys know this is the RTG account. That might not be an RTG account soon. I don't know, man. It depends, because we obviously don't make RTG content anymore, but I want to play like regular FIFA sometimes. So it'd be good to like kind of try out different cards and have all that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, that's the instructions, that's the tactics. The types of players you're going to want to have in your team. By default, the defenders need to be as full meta as possible. You want to avoid counterattacks as much as possible, people going for the one through balls and whatnot. So having, you know, full meta center backs is definitely going to be super ideal. If they can cost 4 million coins each, by all means get the 4 million coins each card, because I'm telling you, defenders is the most important part to improve in your team, because you guys can see my attack is not the craziest, except for Renato Sanchez. But even if you had a rare gold Renato Sanchez, you guys know that card would still do work. Still very thankful I packed the OTW as a first owner. That it makes me enjoy the game more. Not so much with Ronaldo because he dropped a lot, right? But yeah, defenders, you want full meta cards. You want to do your best to have fullbacks that are actually good at both attacking and defending. So by default, players like Hakimi, players like Ferland Mendy, those are going to be super ideal players, right? You can use more defensive cards like someone like Kyle Walker, because obviously defensively is going to be great for you. What you'll notice sometimes, though, is the pressure tactics kind of being annoying, right? Because obviously in his case, with the dribbling not being as crazy, it is nice to have very good left stick dribbling in those areas. So definitely would recommend that a lot. CDM by default, you want to try your best to get a medium high work rated card. You can use a high work rated card. I always tell you guys that for me, at least one of my CDMs needs to be on medium high, because it's just really helpful defensively, right? So Palinga, obviously a very good card to use. So we have him there. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, because apparently he's in the Path to Glory team. So, which we are going to be doing a review for the Path to Glory promo in general afterwards, or before this video. It just depends when I upload it. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that card if I ever get my hands on it. The center mid, like I said, any box to box. It could be, honestly, it doesn't even necessarily need to be like Ronaldo sign. Like, you can use Kevin De Bruyne there, because Kevin De Bruyne is a good box to box as well. Really good at passing, shooting capabilities are there, right? And definitely offers like a good attacking presence whenever given the opportunity to. In our case, it's actually very nice to work with Phil Foden on a high work rate, because it's a very nice balance between him and the center mid. However, it's not super necessary. You don't have to do it. It's more of a choice that I like to work with, because you'll actually notice on a few occasions Phil Foden committing on the attack in the center mid position and using his left foot to score the opportunity. So you want to try your best to have strong foot on the strong side as much as possible, because of the way that the attack kind of works, right? Bernardo Silva, come back to defense. You can use cards like Fekir, Silva, even this Phil Foden card could play cam. The thing with me and Bernardo Silva is that, like, again, obviously Portuguese for sentimental value, but Bernardo Silva has absolutely fantastic, amazing attacking AI in the cam position this year. Like, it's genuinely so good. And I've been begging for a promo card of him getting a 4-star weak foot, and obviously improve stats, because he's kind of behind the curve nowadays. But dude, he's honestly so good in that area. And then obviously rotation policy, it's very helpful that we can rotate Diogo Jota with Cristiano Ronaldo. Jota could definitely play in the middle positions really well, 100%, but I would recommend getting another type of striker that can utilize that space a little bit better. But Diogo Jota is a card that can play in that area perfectly fine, because obviously in his case, he has the 5-star weak foot, which is very helpful to work with, right? He gets involved a little bit. You notice Ronaldo a little bit more, right? Because Ronaldo's obviously very good this year, right? So, yeah, those are the types of players you guys are going to want to have for this team. It's genuinely a very good custom tactic. I am going to see if Stokes has a YouTube video for it, right? So if he has a YouTube video for it, go check out the YouTube video. We'll be leaving a link in the description as well as the comment section. If there isn't a link to a YouTube video, then I'll just link it to the TikTok account that I favorited to try out afterwards. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best formations that I've used so far this year. This one and the 4-2-3-1 have definitely been my favorites, 100%. Because for me, I always feel like it's very important to have the cam. I just feel like it's a really huge thing for the play style that I want to kind of have in my team, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the introduction. I'll show you guys the highlights of how the team moves in game. I try to finesse that. I don't know what that was. That was super weird. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's why I always like to have Bernardo Silva in the cam position. Like, his movement there is elite.
Back underway. 1-0 it is. Can he find the angle? Rui, a mischievous effort.
Nice. Nice. It's really good that they implemented that in FIFA nowadays. Like, back in the day, if you were to go for like a shot and it's like an empty target, sometimes they wouldn't do proper aim.
Superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have had much less of the ball, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment.
Go, boys. Well done.
I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Jota. Foden. Oh, in with a chance. Couldn't make it.
Dude, you know what's funny is that, like, I got into that position and I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I was like, he's not gonna score because of his weak foot. At the 45 that way.
On to Ronaldo. And still pressing.
Nice, good job, Foden.
Bernardo Silva. Diogo Jota. Well, they keep the ball moving. Foden. Back to Ronaldo.
Oh man, it was close.
Just a bit to be desired.
Yeah, that's frustrating because he's just been too impatient there. He doesn't need to make his...
Ronaldo. It must
Nice, good job, boys.
and he finds the net.
Good job, good job.
Well, that'll be a free kick. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. Will he find the net? And Bernardo Silva has it. Sanchez. Foden. Oh, surely.
Let's go, boys.
Once but twice.
This 4-1-2-2 Stokes is amazing, man.
He's enjoying himself.
This 4-1-2-2 is amazing. Really well thought out. Yeah, there's really not much to say. I think these formations are so important because in the beginning of the year, you needed center mids that were both good at attacking and defending, right? But it's so important that you can actually use one of the center mids to be the card that is only attacking. Like in my case, I use Phil Foden at left center mid position, and it's perfect for it.
Ronaldo. Really intense pressure applied. Foden. Here's Renato Sanchez. The supporters want to see him have a go. And will it be the leveller?
Nice.
Just
Gonna leave on the tie? No? Okay, good. I thought he was gonna leave on the tie. I was like, come on, man.
Jota. Foden. This could be the equaliser.
Well done.
Perfect position to read it. Bernardo Silva. Well, the supporters think it's on.
Go, Ronaldo.
And it's very
Need that track back.
He stopped them in their tracks. Bernardo Silva. Showing patience, looking for the equaliser. Oh, maybe the equaliser. Ronaldo.
Go, boys.
And a goal.
So the reason why I have 4 goals conceded right now is because I'm spamming offside trap. When I spam offside trap, it's just easier for him to score against me. I just lose patience to get the ball, you know? Because they had a... I wish they, like, kind of sorted the depth part of the game a little bit differently.
Mario Rui. Foden. How can he take them on and beat them? Rui. Sanchez. Ronaldo.
What a goal. What a goal, because Bernardo Silva is constantly well positioned, man. I need a 4-star weak foot of his. Look at how slow it is, man. Like, what is this? EA, you're actual scum for never fixing inconsistent gameplay. This slow gameplay, I can't stand it, man. Can't stand it. Literally conceded goals because of how unresponsive and slow your game feels. Disgusting, man.
A time for cool heads. Racing forward, trying to catch them out.
Well, they won't come closer than that, but they are creating chances.
Oh,
and-
sorry, Stuart, look at this. Oh, my goodness.
I'll take it.
He's caught that.
Gameplay is so slow right now, man. So slow.
What to say. Bernardo Silva. Palinha. Mario Rui. Excellent vision.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Bernardo Silva. On to Ronaldo. Oh, surely. Big chance it is.
That works.
If there were
That works.